really close game against Grand Rapids, coming out on the wrong side, but pretty happy with the total compete level, considering playing at home the night before, travel, and then taking on one of the top teams in the league.
Yeah, it was one of those games, limited sleep, couple of injuries and guys called up. So I thought it was a good test for, our depth. Was really proud of the guys, against a really good team, a good opponent. Thought we defended well. Yeah, and it was close. We've kind of slowly gotten better each game against Grand Rapids. It's a good measuring stick, but was proud of the effort, and to go 2-1 on the week, it was a step in the right direction.
No, Martin Misiak picks up his first goal the night prior. Just what do you see from him? He's had a lot of great chances throughout the season, but get the goal. What have you seen just overall as he's progressed his game?
Yeah, I've been proud of Marty. The last couple of weeks, it's not easy. Young players, especially you're playing the bottom six majority of the time, just being really good away from the puck. But we have been talking to him a lot about going to the net and get rewarded. So it was awesome to see him. It was a big goal for us, ended up being the game winner. So it was good for Marty.
And news earlier in the week, guys acquiring Rem Pitlick. What's it mean to have a guy like that? Obviously, a little bit of history here in Rockford, but just a really veteran and seasoned player at this level.
Yeah, he's a difference maker for sure. He when we got him 2 years ago, it was an instant. It almost changed the identity of our team. He's a threat, makes others around him better, can play in all different situations. So we're excited to welcome him back. Especially with the injury bug on our team, and will help. Help us through this time right now.
I know you guys are laser focused on every game, every practice, every possession. But if you could look at the bigger picture, 27 games into this thing, what are your feelings about how this team is coming along and developing?
Yeah, we've been proud. I mean, we understand it's a young team and it's a process. Obviously, I think everybody'd like to win more. But still, the last, and I've told you guys, the last probably 10 games, I like the way we're playing. I think it's especially, testing of our depth recently with injuries and call-ups. I think we've played well against really good opponents. There's lots of hockey to be had, but I like the way the team's trending up. We got some big games, especially this week in Manitoba.
What are you seeing from Renzo so far? How is he accepting being an IceHog?
Yeah, he's been great. He wants to come. I think important, the message from the Blackhawks is, getting minutes and, playing quite a bit and helping him with his defensive game. I think, you see what he can do with the puck. He's gifted, talented offensively. But to play in the NHL, you got to be really a complete defenseman. So I thought he did well this weekend. We're going to face a really good opponent in Manitoba. Be a good test for him.
How do you think all the games that you played early on in the season, whether it be the 3 games in 2 days kind of thing, or where you have a short rest, how much do you think that's going to help you down the stretch as you try and get into the postseason?
Yeah, I think our toughest part of the schedule has come and passed as far as the, 3-3s and the travel. It's no excuse. Every team goes through it. With a young team, I think that's more of a challenge. Happy the guys, the biggest thing I'm proud of is our compete in those games, those moments where you can have excuses. It builds character, builds resilience, but it's still, we got to do, we still got a lot of hockey left to make the most of it.
What was your impression on Brussaw coming down with the conditioning assignment, kind of on what you thought of him, and obviously leaving with that goalie goal?
Yeah, goalie goal is cool. I mean, yeah, feel spoiled as a staff. Jackson Stauber did it 2 years ago from the same net. Yeah, that was awesome. But he's been great. Really a good pro. It was good for our goalies to see him, be around him. But you can see why he's had such a successful career.
Satisfying is it to see a Nick Lardis go up and do that pregame rookie skate, making his debut, and how good do you feel about his ability to adjust up there with the Blackhawks?
Yeah, that's probably the best part of the job is these kids invest so much. And Nick in particular, he's had a great start to his pro career. Still has a ways to go. He's still young. But yeah, those are the best moments, guys. They achieve their dreams. It's a great step, and I think Blackhawks fans should be excited about having him.